Guten Morgen. And yes, BFLB, Borussia Dortmund, finishing fourth in the Bundesliga for this season and finishing in a Champions League spot after an amount of season in 11th. So yes, the 6 European spots from the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga, so in the first of the Champions League spots, and as Bundesliga champions, Bayern Munich win the Bundesliga trophy for this season. Then Bayer Leverkusen next Champions League spot after that. Then Frankfurt, and then Borussia Dortmund finished fourth. Freiburg in Europa League spot, and Mainz in a Europa Conference League spot. So yeah, it's Champions League competition for another season for Borussia Dortmund. With that. And yes, it's Champions League competition for next season. And yeah, I'd say so and so season for the Bundesliga, but with a good finish. Like about the season with or in 11th after starting the season with Nuri Sahin as manager, but the board had Nuri Sahin as manager. Nuri Sahin had not built enough as a manager / coach, and it's too quick for Nuri Sahin to start the season right after the Champions League final last season, Edin Terzic. So after amount of season 11th, change the manager or coach to Niko Kovac. Niko Kovac picks up from 11th, and yeah, for what Niko Kovac picks it up from 11th to 4th, changed it to formations from a back three, played by those 9 matches, had the results with it for a good finish to the season with that. So for that, credit to Niko Kovac with that 9-match run of no losses of 8 wins and 1 draw to finish the season with. And yes, like the last loss in the league this season away to RB Leipzig, and yeah, that's the last of the league matches Borussia Dortmund played 4-2-3-1 as Borussia Dortmund have played the Mount, but yeah, Borussia Dortmund up to that there's not a thing that Borussia Dortmund have this 9-match run that they finished the season with up to the match away to RB Leipzig in the season. Like they'd have runs of like win, loss, win, or win, draw, loss, or runs like that with matches in the league. So for the matches and results overall in the league, like Borussia Dortmund 11th after amount of the season and after losing 2-0 away to RB Leipzig, 11th may be the season this season. It may be a building season for a season or so without European football, but had an international break after losing 2-0 away to RB Leipzig. And after this international break, to Niko Kovac's credit, these last 9 matches, there's a amount of 6 pointers with European spots and the top 2 to play away. And Niko Kovac, from the start of this run of matches from Mainz at home, changed it to formations changed it from 4-2-3-1 to formations from a back three, and that utilised types and options of players. And from that, changed the season, played well with it, had the results of it for 9 matches, 1-8, drew 1, the 1 draw, 2 away to Bayern Munich from losing 2-1 to draw 2-2. And won 3-1 at home to Mainz, won well 4-1 away to Freiburg, won 3-2 at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach, very late winner, won 3-2 away to Hoffenheim. And then, the last 3 league matches, won well 4-0 at home to Wolfsburg. Then from losing 1-0, won 4-2 away to Bayer Leverkusen, had 4 chances and shots on goal and scored all of them. Spot on match to win away to Bayer Leverkusen, played well as a team, game managed them out and utilised with the ball with possession, and scored the 4 chances and shots on goal, played well, spot on away match to win away to Bayer Leverkusen, and then utilised enough over the match in the last match to win 3-0 at home to Holstein Kiel, for a 3-0 win at home to Holstein Kiel to finish the Bundesliga season, and to finish the season with 8 wins, 1 draw in 9 matches, with that 9-1 match run of no losses to finish the Bundesliga season. After playing with formations from a back three and Borussia Dortmund playing their best football with it for the season with it, and to finish with that 9-match run with no losses, finish to the Bundesliga season. Have the Club World Cup next, naturally, of course. And playing in America, and Borussia Dortmund playing Fluminense, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Olsen HD in the group matches, and that starts in about 4 weeks or so. And then, after that, it'll be on to the next season. And with the next season, at this bit, it's Borussia Dortmund and Champions League next season, and credit to Niko Kovac. He's not had any signings. The club had 2 signings in just pre-Niko Kovac starting to manage them out of the season for what Niko Kovac picked up from 11th. And Daniel Svensson just signed on loan to a buy, and signed Dejan Ramj, albeit Dejan Ramj is loaned as Copenhagen after signing from Ajax, keeper. And then so credit to Niko Kovac, as manager or coach, he's not had signings. It's right in from 11th, pick it up, and after changing the formations to formations from a back three after the last international break, it utilised types and options of players. Borussia Dortmund played well with it and had the results of it for a good finish to the Bundesliga season from 11th to 4th. So credit to Niko Kovac for that. But the start of next season, that's the next thing. And at the start, Niko Kovac has picked up an amount this season, but next season is the start of maybe potentially a full season with Niko Kovac. He'll potentially have signings, and then in a full season, is Niko Kovac competing for a Bundesliga or DFB Pokal trophy next season? Well, the start of the season may be big for that. So That's the next thing I'd say. And yes, so that is then with the transfers Borussia Dortmund had this season, and then the squad of into next season. Yeah, with the transfers, like at the for the season, from the start of the season, like signings, yeah, I'd say still right enough. All right enough and good players in the squad. Like after playing back three formations, Waldemar Anton good signing, Serhii Garassi goal scoring forward, Pascal Gross could pass with the ball, Jan Kuto on loan for Man City, an attacking right-sided option in the squad. Maximilian Bayer scoring, assisting a bit. Daniel Svensson loaned to buy, good signing, pacey, good left foot. Diant Ramj signs from Ajax, loaned out to Copenhagen, may or may not be the next first keeper, maybe. Carney Chukwuemeka on loan from Chelsea, second half season. Yeah, good option, driving forward with the ball, attacking midfield option. And like two players that maybe start in the team sold. Nicolas Fulkrug sold to West Ham at the start of the season, and half the season Daniel Marlin sold to Aston Villa. So yes. So then into next season. So yeah, squad Niko Kovac set to continue as manager or coach at the start of next season anyway, with the board of the club. And then yeah, potential squad and maybe potential signings for next season. Keepers, yeah, Alexander Mayer, maybe second keeper or so still next season. Gregor Kobel, I'd say half and half. Dejan Ramj signed for Ajax and loaded Copenhagen, may or may not be the next first keeper next season. So I'd say Gregor Kobel may maintain for another season, maybe sold. I'd say it'd be half and half. Julian Rerson, I'd say Rerson potentially maintains another season. Emre Can, Niklas Sula, Waldemar Anton, Felipe Mane, loaned out all minutes in bits. Bit half and half with that for loaned out or not. Nico Schlotterbeck, I'd say half and half. Like Nico Schlotterbeck and Gregor Kobel, two of the best players last season up to the Champions League final. So, and Nico Schlotterbeck, favourite Borussia Dortmund player. My favourite Borussia Dortmund player. Heading, tackling, blocking, good left foot. I'd say it's half and half. He maintains or sold. So that may or may not, with signings for next season, then be a centre back. Dejan Ramj is, after signing from Ajax, is on loan at Copenhagen for this season, then maybe at Borussia Dortmund next season, the squad. And Remy Bessabaini, yeah, I'd say maintain. Daniel Svensson is maintaining. He's signing after a loan. He's signing next season after a loan. Mugera Kabar, maybe minutes and bits of loan, half and half. I'd say a bit like Felipe Mane. Pascal Gross, I'd say maintains. Marcel Sabitzer, Salai Ozcan, Felix Nemecha. Carney Chukwuemeka's on loan from Chelsea, so he's probably returned to Chelsea after a loan. Giovanni Reina, all right enough player, but may not have the minutes, so he may be sold, maybe. And then Cable Waitiem may or may not be loaned out. Julian Brandt, I'd say, like Nico Schlotterbeck and Gregor Kobel, it's half and half. Julian Brandt may or may not be sold. Julian Brandt maintains another season. Is that maybe Julian Brandt playing an amount of seasons more after this season a bit? Maybe. I'd say it's half and half. Julian Brandt is maintained also next season. Cam Adiemi, yeah, potentially maintains. Cole Campbell, loaned out all minutes in bits. I'd say it's half and half. Julian Durambo has potential, so may have minutes of amount next season, maybe. Jamie Gittins probably sold. Julian Hetwer maybe loaned or sold, a bit half and half. With that, Serhu Garassi, that's half and half, maintained or sold. 60 million release clause, and one of the top scorers in the Champions League this season. So half and half. Serhu Garassi is sold or maintained. Maximilian Bayer, I'd say maintained. So potentially signings next season: a forward, a winger, attacking midfielder, centre back. And with Jan Couto on loan from Man City and maybe return to Man City after a loan, right-sided player as well after Jan Couto's loan. So that's potentially about 2 to 5 signings for the start of next season. So, but they potentially be a bit of a transfer budget like in the expanded Champions League next season, and playing in the Club World Cup as well as that. Like playing the Club World Cup like in the next competition for this season, then next season another season in the Champions League. So with competition revenue, yeah, there's potentially like maybe a bit of a transfer budget for signings. So yeah, albeit probably players sold a bit as potentially as well as signing players, but yeah. Like yeah, Niko Kovac, credit for picking it up this season. Like, for the club, yeah, like the signings, all right enough, but like but Borussia Dortmund finished the last season Champions League final. Champions League final finished to last season. Like, so Edin Terzic, not say like world class coach or manager, but a tactical manager of A level, like a tactical manager to a point, but of A level, and a Champions League final. So, and I'd have said for the Bundesliga this season, Terzic should probably finish fourth in a full season this season anyway. Like, Borussia Dortmund finished higher than Freiburg to finish fourth, so I'd have said Terzic should finish fourth in a full season this season, and probably without having to pick up an amount of the season from 11th, like Niko Kovac picked up from after Nuri Sahin. So, yeah. But then, is that then changing the manager for then the start of next season? Maybe, but then, is that then at the start of the season after for then like an Oliver Glasner or a manager like that? Maybe, maybe not. But Niko Kovac, for what he started from, like the thing is, like changing the manager from Edin Terzic, changing the manager from Terzic, change it to a manager of a level, and to have to finish Borussia Dortmund just had of the last season to the Champions League final to compete for a Bundesliga or DFB Pokal with a level of the next manager, then yes, that's potentially good. But the board had Nuri Sahin in too quickly. Is a season too quick to have Nuri Sahin managing Borussia Dortmund or coaching? Like, it's a season too quick. So, and then after the amount of season 11th, like Lars Ricker, like this is Borussia Dortmund type thing, and then change it to Niko Kovac. Like Niko Kovac, just pick it up, just pick it up from 11th, like no signings for Niko Kovac, coach or manager. Like that'd be with managing full season from next season, may potentially set to continue at the start of next season. It's like pick it up from 11th, and yeah, to his credit, picks it up from 11th, and yeah, change it to the back three formations for the 9-match run of no losses at the end of the season. Played well with it and had the results of it. And yes, so but after the Champions League finish of last season and starting this season so with the next manager after, and then changing it to Niko Kovac to pick it up, albeit he's picked it up all right enough for the amount that he's managed this season. Credit shown for that. The start of next season is big for the board and the club, I'd say, to have a good start. Like had a good finish last season, but then not into the start of next season to compete for a Bundesliga or DFB Pokal. So I'd say then that like the good finish that Borussia Dortmund just had to the league this season, in amount with Niko Kovac after picking out from Nuri Sahin, it's big to have that start of next season for competing for a Bundesliga or DFB Pokal trophy rather, and the start of next season may be big for that. So that's the next thing I'd say. But yes, that is Bundesliga played for Borussia Dortmund this season. Finished Club World Cup next for Borussia Dortmund. BVB.